We have breaking news. The Capital One and Discover merger is moving very quickly and is finally here. Capital One has been cooking up something huge behind the scenes, and almost nobody realizes how deep it goes. Because what looked like a simple merger or acquisition has now turned into one of the fastest and honestly one of the most aggressive bank transitions we've seen in the last decade. And if you have any Capital One or Discover credit cards, or you're planning to get one anytime soon, this affects your points, your perks, your approvals, your future bonuses, and even how banks judge you as a customer. This is not just a Capital One update. This is the beginning of a completely different credit card era, so buckle up. First, let's start with the moment that blindsided everyone. Now, there's also going to be a massive bonus that nobody else is talking about, so make sure that you stick around. Because Discover cards are already migrating into the Capital One ecosystem. Not sometime next year, not in phases, right now. Actual Discover card holders are receiving notifications that their Discover It Chrome, and other cards will now live inside the Capital One app. This isn't a rumor, this isn't a leak, this is happening. But why does this matter so much? Because when a credit card moves from one bank ecosystem to another, it's not just a new app, it's a new rule book, it's a new philosophy, and it's a new culture. Because let's be honest, Discover has always been the nice guy bank, generous forgiveness, elite customer service, and predictable perks. Capital One, more like, we do what we want when we want. So naturally, the Discover community is panicking. People want to know, are the 5% rotating categories even still safe? Because let's be honest, that's why 90% of people keep the Discover card. Will Capital One cut those perks? And history says yes, because banks don't maintain perks after mergers. They adjust them. And when a bank says adjust, they really mean shrink, reduce, downgrade, or get rid of, period. And another big question is, will Discover Cashback ever convert into Capital One miles? Because that would be insane, but also extremely on brand for Capital One, which wants to grow their travel ecosystem. And the speed of the migration tells us everything. One of my viewers literally said, Capital One already sent me a debit card that runs on the Discover network. They're moving fast. So let us know in the comments if you're someone with a Discover card that's got a notification or you got a new debit card, because we want to know. The community needs to know. And understand, you don't just reissue debit cards unless you're transforming the foundation of an entire banking network. This is just the opening act. And next, Capital One pulled a move that nobody expected. They quietly unified the Venture and the Venture X cards into one combined bonus group. Meaning, if you got a Venture bonus anytime in the last 48 months, you're locked out of the Venture X bonus. If you got a Venture X bonus, you're locked out of the Venture bonus. Yes, they did that. That double dip strategy that many smart customers use for years, it's gone. Banks worldwide have been cracking down on gamers and credit card churners, and Capital One just said, yep, us too. Thanks Amex for the inspiration. But it gets worse. And this one hits like a truck. The Venture X still offers a 100,000 mile welcome bonus, but the spending requirement exploded from $4,000 to $10,000. That's a $6,000 jump for the exact same bonus. You heard me right. If you want to hit the bonus, you have to spend $10,000 instead of $4,000. And Capital One didn't warn anyone. They just didn't announce anything. They changed the rules overnight. And here's the reality. Most people do not spend $10,000 in 6 months unless they force it. And forced spending is exactly how people overspend, carry balances, pay interest, and lose money chasing points and get themselves in debt. But the real issue? Opportunity cost. With $10,000 in spend, you could grab 2 Amex bonuses, a Chase Sapphire Preferred bonus, or stack smaller bonuses for a much higher total value. So Capital One essentially raised the difficulty without raising the reward. Listen, I know that was a lot of negative juju, but now, after all that negativity, here's something surprisingly positive. Capital One launched Apply with Confidence. Yes, it does sound similar because American Express rolled out this exact feature last year. So now Capital One merged with Discover. Now they have a massive network, so they're gonna say, listen, let's actually run the same play as American Express. Now, Apply with with confidence. This lets you complete the full application and get a real approval decision without a hard inquiry. Again, the same exact thing that American Express is doing. Now, unless you accept the card, there is no hard inquiry. Hear me right. They're going to tell you that you are approved, not the whole pre-approval. This is an approval. So any credit card in the Capital One network, you can see if you are approved without a hard inquiry. And no, this is not their old pre-approval tool. That thing denied people left and right even after you're pre-approved. This is if we approve you, you're approved, no games. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Kenneth. Kenneth's credit score went up 282 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Arthur's credit score went up 670 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget Destiny. Destiny's credit score went up 264 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, considering Capital One is famous for slamming your credit report with 3 hard credit pulls at once, this is a massive win for consumers out there. So people who were terrified to apply for Venture X now have a risk-free path. This might be the smartest update they've rolled out in years. And I said it before and I'm gonna say it again, the rest of the lenders will start to fall in suit because American Express is usually leading the way. It just never made sense to me. If American Express was able to do this successfully, that means that every other lender can also, they just choose not to. So the tables are turning and now we're going to see all of these lenders starting to adapt and they're all gonna have this entire system, apply with confidence, and there's not gonna be a hard inquiry to see if you're approved for any type of lending, which how it should be. Now, multiple credible sources are whispering about a new Capital One card, the Savor X, which is a rumored launch window of early to mid-December. And the rumored perks are honestly pretty solid. 4x dining, 3x groceries, 10x hotels, 10x entertainment, travel credits, dining credits, Starbucks credit, Uber One, and Apple TV Plus. Basically, Capital One looked at every popular perk from American Express, Chase, Citi, and Barclays and said, copy, paste, and let's just add an espresso shot. The big question is whether this solves a real problem or it's just another shiny premium card that gets forgotten by spring. Some people say it could rival the Amex Gold if the annual fee is lower. And if Capital One drops a metal card with gold level multipliers at a lower fee, yeah, it could disrupt the entire lifestyle card space. Now here's the real story. I want you to forget Capital One for a second. This is an industry-wide pivot. Banks are tightening hard because you can see it everywhere. Higher spending requirements, fewer big bonuses, more restrictions, more one bonus every 48-month rules, fewer loopholes, fewer stackable offers, less forgiveness, narrower approval criteria, a crackdown on churners and hobbyists. The era of free travel hacking is fading. Banks don't want people who play games anymore. They want high spenders, loyal customers, and people who use one issuer for most purchases. And yes, people who occasionally carry a balance. To banks, those are the profitable customers, and they're reshaping their entire product line to attract those people. Capital One, Chase, Amex, they're all tightening the belt to the last loop. Understand, this isn't random, this is targeted. This is the new normal. Last part's the most important. So as all of this unfolds, the Discover migration, the venture rule changes, the bonus crackdowns, the new card rumors, there's one big takeaway. The game is changing. And if you want to keep winning, you have to change with it. Most people will get blindsided, but you're not most people anymore. You understand how the bank thinks. You understand what really is happening behind the scenes. You understand why approvals, perks, bonuses, and rules are shifting. This isn't about one card. This is about the future of credit cards as a whole. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's going to show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.